What up, though, Ledge here? Chill with me. We're gonna talk about Charlie Clips versus JC, another battle from the app event that happened not too long ago. Shout out to the URL staff and everybody that was there in attendance. Looked like it was a dope event to be a part of. This was a solid battle. It wasn't. I don't grade it as high as of the Rum versus Big T, or definitely not Chillin' Twerk. So, but it was a good battle. It was another good one from the event. Um, Solid. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not about to give away your bars. I said I wasn't even gonna recap this, but people was like, "No, recap it and all this." Look, y'all know my stance by now. If you're listening to this, I've watched the battle twice now. Nothing's really changed. I got Charlie Clips pretty clearly winning this battle. Like I'm sorry, and JC is phenomenal when he's on his A game. I chalk it up as just a really good player having an off night, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's all opinionated. It's just he was a little more drawn out than usual. His setups weren't, and I know. See, this is the problem when we praise these pin guys. We start, like, I guess, giving them benefit of the doubt when something doesn't land. It's like, oh, he's a pin guy, so maybe it was ultra intricate and we didn't get it. But no, sometimes you get it, it just didn't land. Also, some of the references he used, you know, weren't that complex or wasn't that over the head to me. He also used some material that I've heard from Nitty before. Then, like, the 6ix9ine, that's kind of a old current event bar. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think he was in it all the way. This is not his bag, so to speak. I feel like Clips had a point to prove, and Clips was just standard Clips. He can be at a 7 or 8 because he's so well rounded that his points tend to stack up. His points tend to rack up. The second round is probably the closest round to me because I did enjoy, even though Clips beat him to the punch on bringing up Eminem and the Nick Cannon situation, JC still tackled it and still did a good job. I think my problem with that round from JC is once he got out of that joking bag to get back to his regular material where he's just like barring up, he was actually doing better joking and clowning. And that's not really his bag like that. He's clowned people before, but he's really more, I guess, applauded for his pen and writing and constructing bars and wordplay, delivery, lyricism, and all that. But in the second round, the better material happened in the first half of that second round when he was attacking, when he was angling pretty much with the whole Nick Cannon Eminem situation. But he didn't stay on that for the whole round. And when he got into his actual, well, not his actual, all of it was his actual material. But when he got into his more serious material, it just wasn't landing as efficient as I seen JC land before. My thing is, and this is my theory, shout out to Kid Chaos who wasn't impressed with the JC performance and hasn't been as of late, and he prides himself as a pin guy as well. And this is my thing. JC is dope, but I think his Achilles heel is just guys who are really well rounded in other aspects other than just writing. And I think that's what played out in this battle. I mean, Clips was witty, he was funny, he had bars, he was scheming, he angled a little bit about the dance, and that's he tackling the old angle, the dance situation, but he still made it hit, and that's a skill. A lot of people always say, "Yo, I'm tired of this angle, I'm tired of it," and then until all it takes is one person to use it still, and it still lands for people to give him it's just due. And that's what happened in this battle, man. I just think each round Clips was just a little bit better, and JC was kind of just outside of that angle about the Nick Cannon situation. He was pretty much just one dimensional, and that's just something that JC is gonna have to kind of change. Look, there's no mistake about it. Went against K-Shine, went against T-Top, went against Clips twice, went against Twerk. You know what they have in common? They're dynamic. And what I mean by dynamic, they have other facets besides just bars. So whether it's T Top bringing out the guy who's dancing while he's rapping, whether it's K Shine with the JC, are you okay? Whether it's Twerk just all in your face, growling with some of the most transcendent uh, movements and gestures, where those clips being one of the most well-rounded MCs who can joke, bar, freestyle, rebuttal, and all that. You're going to see kind of the gap from him and kind of the next level of guys. And I just think that's what it kind of happened in this battle. There's no shot to him. I think his best work. That's why I'm telling Kid Chaos now. I don't sleep or don't look at these past performances thinking if y'all ever lock horns, that'll be the JC you get, because I've seen JC versus fellow pen guys such as Chilla, Danny, Chef Trez, and that's when he excels, when he feels prideful. Like, hold on, he think he's a better writer than me? And that's when he turns up. You know, against Ilmac was a really dope battle. Against Av was one of the better, more underrated battles of the past few years. Really dope battle. Like when he goes against those guys who are in his lane, he's going to rev it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing that if that ever comes into fruition. But yeah, these battles against those guys who got a little more tools in the belt, it can be kind of tough for them. So that's my take. If y'all think JC won, more power to you. Not mad at it. Like I said, it's a solid battle. It's worth the watch. Definitely give it two runs. But yeah, I got Clips winning that battle, and now I'm looking even more forward to him versus Shine. All right. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I know JC got a really cult following, so I'm probably about to get slandered, and they're about to like assume that I'm just some new nigga who don't watch battles more than once, or they're about to try to convince me that I don't understand what he's saying. We'll see. All right, I'm going. As always, keep it battle rap. Love.